Hello, how's it going? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Okay. So today I'm going to be working with Quartus 2 64-bit. It is a programming software that you can turn your Boolean expressions to circuitry and vice versa. You can also turn any form of logic to circuitry. So today I'm going to be making an alarm, and I'm taking this alarm that was already made that I drew, and I'm enhancing it by adding in another window. So I will walk through the process and I will explain it not for you, but for me, because I'm the one taking the class. So I'm going to be sitting here and doing this. All right, cool. Sorry for the camera, it's crap. Okay. So I'm making a burglar alarm, and I'm making a Boolean expression for it. So the alarm can only come on if and only if the armed button is set. It's like you setting the alarm. So I have a total of, for this regular alarm that isn't enhanced, I have a total of 3 inputs. I have the set input, I have the door input, and I also have the window input. So when I'm setting the armed input, that is what's going to trigger um, like me putting in my password or whatever to set the alarm. I have 2 other inputs. Those inputs will be my windows, my doors, whatever they could be. So what's going to happen is when I set the alarm, that condition for the alarm to go off can only be turned on, like the wee woo noise, only when it is set. Your windows could go open and close all they want. The alarm won't go on unless it is set. So that's common sense. So I set the alarm. Then I have 3 conditions. The first condition is when the alarm is set, my window and my door input goes in. These are going to be and together. So the 3 inputs go in. One is the armed, one is the door, and one is the window. So the first condition is, um, say the armed is on, the window's open, and the other door is open. So that's for sure going to trigger my alarm. So that's the first condition. The second condition is the door is open and the alarm is armed. So that's going to trigger it. However, my my window here is going to be inverted because there's not going to be a bit there because the window isn't open, it's closed still. So I only get a 1 when it's open. And in order for this condition to be true, because they're all ands together, I'm going to invert my window. So even though it is 0, I'm going to invert it so it can become a 1. So now my window has been inverted to become a 1. My door is a 1, and my armed is a 1. So therefore, I get condition 2. to turn on the alarm. Now, condition 3 is going to be armed. The door is going to be inverted this time, and the window is going to be like just by itself, because now we're checking if the window is open. This is the condition to check if the window is open. So the window goes 1. That's 1, 1. The door is still closed, but we're going to invert it so it can become a 1. And the armed is armed. So that's 3 1s. They're all ands together. So when I have a truth table and I have 3 ands, or 3 inputs that are all 1, my output is going to become a 1 because they're all and together. If it was or, it wouldn't matter which one is 1, which one is 0. At least if 1 is on, then all of them will turn on. But because they're all and, I need to have all of them to become 1. So that is condition 3. That is the basic alarm system. So I'm increasing the input to 4. So now I have 2 windows and 1 door and 1 armed set bit. So my first condition is the armed is on, the door is on, and the 2 windows are on. So that will trigger my alarm. The second one is it's armed, the door is shut, the door is shut, which is 0, but because I'm inverting it, it becomes a 1. I have my window 1 and window 2. Those are 1s. So all of them are 1s. Therefore, I can get my alarm to come on. So I'm going to do that for the next following. I believe there's going to be 8 conditions here. So first condition met, second condition met. So we're going to have armed, door is open, but now window 1 is closed with window 2 is open. We add those together. And when we add them together, we're ORing them together because we want to have all these conditions ORed together. So if one of them shows a 1, then I'll activate the alarm. If the other condition shows a 1, then I'll activate the alarm. If the other condition, whatever amount of conditions you have, 1 will equal 1. But they have to be ORed together. Door, 2. Oh, window 1. Window 1. Window 2. Window 2. Okay. So these are 1. Alarm comes on. 1. But the 2 windows are open. So alarm comes on. And the door is open, but the window 1 is closed. Okay, that becomes a 1. These 2 are open, but window 2. I think that's everything. All right, so let's make a truth table. Truth table. So we're gonna let our first bit, we're going to let that equal the armed. We're going to call that S, I guess. There's going to be a lot of inputs here. We're going to have door, we're going to have wind, door, wind, 1, 2. I don't know if I can make a straight line straight enough for this. We have to make a K-map for this as well. That's the first one. We're going to have a very last column for when the alarm actually cuts on. Oh, shit. All right. So remember, the armed set has to be on. The armed set has to be on in order for my bits to even be considered, because that's how the logic goes. Common sense is turn on the alarm, then the alarm will work if any of the given conditions happen. So we're going to use binary counting. So we're going to count pretty high up. I think we're going to count to, because there's going to be 2 inputs. So if there's 3 inputs, we're going to go by base 2 because of binary. So if there's 3 inputs, like in the first example, there's 3 inputs. It's going to be how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So because I have 3 inputs, I'm going to relate that to the base. The base is 2 because of binary. So I'll say 2 to the power of 3, 8 rows. So 2 to the power of 4 is 16. Oh shit, I put 2 to the 16, which is 16. Okay, so we're going to have 16 rows because we're going to express every possible combination with our binary counting. Yeah, our binary counting and just logic in general. So I'll talk about the logic and the binary at the same time. So we're going to start with the first row of all zeros. So 0, 0, 0, 0. And because there's nothing happening here, the output, which is the alarm, is also going to be at 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, the armed is still going to be 0 because we're counting. We're counting in binary. So 1 here is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, wait. My bad. It's going to be 0, 0, 0, 1. That's 1 in binary, at least for this situation. So that's 1 in binary for this situation. However, for the alarm, there is going to be no output. because it's not set. So we're going to keep counting up in binary until we get to when the armed bit is 1 for the first time. So 0, 0, 0. Fuck, I wrote that wrong. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so now this is going to be the pivotal moment for our little alarm, because now at this point there's absolutely nothing going on with the armed part. Everything is 0, and all I did was just count to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All I did was count to 7 in binary. So after this point, everything now is going to be considered for my output. So 0, 0, 0, 0, there is nothing happening for the alarm. So everything is considered 0 here. And let's say 7 in binary. Yep, 1, 1, 1. Cool. All right, so now my set is actually 1, and everything else is 0. Now, I have a 1 for set, but nothing has happened with my other outputs, like my door, nothing has opened. So that's going to be 0s at the output. So now I have, and I'm still counting up. I'm still counting up in binary. So there's really nothing changing with the counting, but the only thing that's changing is our logic now, like what's going on in the situation. So I have 1, 0, 0, 1. So now window 2, one of my windows is open. Depending on whatever, depending on whatever your order of whatever has happened, for me, window 2 is open. So now my alarm is set and one of the windows is open. So I want the alarm to sound. So this will become a 1, which is true. I have another one, another input for armed is 1. So 1, 0, 0. Oh, right. I always mess up with 2 for some odd reason. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So that's a 1. This is a 1. This is a 1. This is also a 1. This is a 1. And this is a 1. So right now I'm building a truth table and I'm going to make an expression for it so it can be true. Or actually, I can make an expression from the truth table, because this isn't like, 0, 1, like an this truth table doesn't have any of that yet. I create that part. I just made a truth table of what I believe should be right. And I want the alarm to come on at 1. I want the alarm to come on when one of these inputs has come on. When counting up to where my armed is 1. I want my truth table to be like that. Okay. So So now I can make a total of how many conditions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 conditions here that I want to happen, or actually 8. There are 8 conditions. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, so there's going to be 7 because we don't want a condition where we arm it and there's 0, because our whole purpose is we want to turn the alarm on. We want to turn the alarm on. So our first condition here is when everything is happening. It's armed, the windows open, and the door is open. Because when they're open, it gives me a 1. So the door's open, the window's open, and it's set. So that's going to be our first condition. So in our case, we're going to have to put 4 input there. So what we want, but this is with respect to and. So we're in total, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 conditions. So 7 conditions that must happen. So 7 conditions, not in order to turn the alarm up, but 7 conditions where the alarm turns on. Where the alarm turns on. Okay. All right. System is set and the door is open. Oh, maybe I was looking at this wrong. It says the alarm will go off if and only if the system is set and the door is open and the window is closed. So when the door is open, we want the door to be a So what we could do, I mean, it really wouldn't matter which way because armed could be one and armed could be one and door could be 0. But because the door's open, it's inverted. So we can say armed is like closed. We can say arm is closed, which is 1. Door is opened. And because it's open, we can invert that and make it a 1. And then windows closed, that's already a 1. So that becomes true. But the thing is, the other conditions don't become true because armed is still 1. Door is 0 because it's open. And, well, that also would make sense. Because if all of them are closed, then the alarm would sound anyway. Because I have a 111. 111. My door and window are closed and the alarm sounds, but I don't want that. So it has to be opened. Like alarm is set, but window and door are opened. So armed is a 1, open is a 1, and the other open is a 1. So when I open, it becomes a 1. That makes sense. So for the window, so that's a 1, that's a 1. That means the door is open. So armed, windows or doors open, windows closed. So armed, door becomes a 1. Windows closed, which is a 0, but because it's inverted, it becomes a 1. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And then armed, door is now open, but because it's 0, it becomes a 1, and that completes the circuit. Because with and, you have to have all of them equal 1. If you have a 3 input and, they all have to be 1 in order for 1 to come out on the output because they're being multiplied. So that makes sense. So for me, what I'll write is alarm So alarm will go off if and only if the system is set and the door is open. Open. Okay, let me let me go through that again. So the alarm will go off if and only if the system is set. So that's a 1. And the door is open. So when the door is open, that becomes a 1. Oh no, when the door is open, that becomes a 0. And the window is closed. Wait. So 1 1 1 1, it's armed, the door opens, the window opens. So those are all 1s. 1 1, the window opens, that becomes a 0, but we invert it, which makes it become a 1. And that is only for checking the window. One one. Now the door has been opened, but we invert that. Okay. So the alarm will go off if and only if the system is set and the door is open and window 1, 2 are closed. Or system set and door is closed and window 1 is open and window 2 is closed. Or system set and door and door is closed and window 1 is closed and window 2 is open. So say both these are closed, window 1 is open. One. Both. Hey, baby.
Can I call you somebody where you are?
Hello, guys, I'm back. All right, so first condition, alarm will go off if and only if the system is set and the door is opened. Okay, cool. So the system will set if the door is open, and let's erase this. Let's just start with the most understanding one where everything is just open. So the alarm will go off if the door is open and window 1 is open and window 2 is open. Cool. That's the obvious one. So that's when they're both open. All three of them are open. So that's going to be 1 condition. We have 7. So we have 6 more conditions. The second condition is where we're going to get rid of these two because I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so the obvious one is that one. Now this one, all right. So this one will be when the system is set. System set. That is the obvious one. So system set. Door is open, window 1 is open, window 2 closed. So door open, window 1 open, window 2 closed. The next one's going to be system set. Door open, window 1 closed, window 2 open. Alright, system set again. So this is when they're all open. Door open, window open, window open. All right. So D, window 1, window Open. Cool. D. Open. Window 1 open. Window 2 open. Cool. All right. So this door is open. Window 1 is open. Window 2 is closed. System set. The door is open still. Okay, cool. So now we have 4 conditions. We need 3 more we have 3 conditions. We need 4 more conditions. So now we're going to have a condition where the door is open, but uh, we're going to have one where the door is open, but both window and window 2, 1 closed, window 2 also closed. Cool. Because the alarm, we want the alarm to come on when whatever part, the door or the 2 windows are open. So we have door open, window 1 open, window 2 is closed. We set it. The alarm goes on. Door open, window 1 closed, window 2 open. The door, the alarm sets off. Door open, window 1 closed, window 2 closed. The alarm still sets off because the door is open. So now we have to make 3 more. So system set again. So now we're going to say the door is closed. So we'll say D is closed, but both windows are open. So window 1 open, window 2 also open. All right, cool. Now we have another one where the system is still set. And we have where the door is closed again, but this time window 1 is closed also, and window 2 is open. And now we have the last one where the system is set again, where the door is closed. The door is closed. Window 1 is open, and window 2 is closed. And that's everything. That's my whole thing, because that covers every condition that the alarm can go on. Because the alarm can only come on when each one of these are open. So the first condition, everything's open and the alarm is set, so the alarm goes off. The second condition, the door is open and the door is open, the window's open, and window 2 is closed. Now again, the door is open, window 1 is closed, window 2 is open. Now the door is open again, and both windows are closed. So this is like me checking if the door is open, and window 1 and 2, if they're open or closed. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but this time the door is going to be closed. So the door is closed, window 1, window 2 are open. Now the door closed again, window 1 is closed, window 2 is open. Now the door is closed again, and this time we're checking if window 2 is closed and the other window is open. So that is all my truth table. Window 1 is open. These are closed. So these are going to be inverted. Inverted, 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 inverted. Okay. Alrighty. I think I did it. So doors closed. Okay, so the door is open. This one, all of them are open. So all of these are open. One, cool. So now here, the set, the door is closed. This is when the door is closed. So when it's closed, we make it a 0, and then it becomes a 1. So closed equals 0, open equals 1. That is our truth table, our truth table logic. Whoa, 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 whoa. 4 days. I gotta see what he says. People in the campfire? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Fuck. Hello? My mic, it's not working. Hello, hello, hello. Fuck me. My voice! Why is it not working? Hello? Fuck. Not sure if this helps. Hello? 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 Ah! Hi. It's not working! What? Why is it not work? Okay, it's working now. Yay. Holy fuck, it wasn't working. Hello, guys. How are we doing? Oh, nice. That's what happens when you stand in front of them. It, you said you were Chinese, right? Like what was it? Like Mandarin, Taiwanese? Oh fuck. That's fair. Nice. Oh my lord. What is that? Yeah. The Berber. The Berber is eating him. Dude, I haven't been on this server in forever. I'm not sure. Let me look at this. No, not that long. I didn't join the server that long ago. I thought this was another server. Holy fuck, that's bad. These pictures are. I gotta get out of this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. До свидания. До свидания. Я говорю по-русски. Russian, Russian, Russian. Yeah, I just said goodbye or good night in Russian. Yay. Привет, my fellow comrades. Я говорю по-русски. Ooh, what game is this? Oh, nice. Enjoy. Have a good day. Okay, I guess I just did the hardest part, which is good. All right, so guys, I'm gonna end the stream here, but I'm gonna show you what I did. So I made a truth table. We equated our logic of what we were thinking to the truth table. We created a truth table. Then we made a group of min terms that are conditions that will turn the alarm on. And that is how you do it. It's not as difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a break, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to work on some Quartus. And we're going to try to translate all this into the circuitry in Quartus using NAND gates. And NAND gates are universal. We'll convert our AND Okay. So I will be back. Love you guys. Talk See you soon. Oh, I hit the wrong button.